Today I'll show you two real AI workflows that turn messy business data into usable dashboards and decisions. We start with the Dell web store. Lots of products, specs, prices, filters, and small details that normally take time to copy, clean, and compare. Instead of manually copying rows from the website, I use Claude directly in Chrome. The goal is simple: extract the visible product data, structure it, and prepare it for analysis. This is not magic. It is controlled extraction. I tell Claude what to collect, what not to guess, and how to format the result. Once the data is extracted, I move it into a spreadsheet. This is where the workflow becomes practical. The raw Dell data lands in Google Sheets. At this stage, it is not perfect, and that is the point. AI extraction gives us a starting data set, not a final business decision. Now we can send the same data into different tools and compare which workflow gives the best result. First, I open Notebook LM and create a new notebook for the Dell analysis. The spreadsheet becomes the source. This is important because Notebook LM is not guessing from the internet. It works from the file we provide. Now Notebook LM reads the spreadsheet and starts turning the product data into a structured business analysis. This is useful when you want fast understanding: categories, pricing patterns, risks, opportunities, and a clear executive view. Here, Notebook LM starts producing visual summaries and report-style outputs. It is good for quick interpretation. It helps explain what the data means without building a full Excel model manually. For managers, this is the fastest route to a readable summary. But Notebook LM is only one option. The same Dell audit data can also go into Excel with Claude. This is where we switch from AI summary to deeper spreadsheet analysis. Before we move to Excel, look at what Notebook LM gives us from the same Dell audit data. It does not just summarize the spreadsheet, it turns the source into a presentation-style view. Key findings, pricing insights, product comparison, and recommendations. This is useful when you need a fast management briefing. You can see the main numbers, the price range, the average price, and the strongest observations without building formulas manually. Notebook LM also helps create a dashboard-style summary. It gives the viewer a quick answer to the question, what matters in this data? So at this stage, Notebook LM is the fast interpretation layer. It explains the data, organizes the findings, and prepares a clean summary that can be shown to a manager, client, or team. But if we want deeper control over formulas, rankings, charts, and custom KPI logic, we move the same data into Excel. Now I move the same extracted data into Excel. This gives more control: cleaning, formulas, KPI tables, ranking, charts, and dashboard structure. Claude in Excel is not just writing text. It is helping organize the workbook into analysis sheets. The workbook starts taking shape. We get clean data, KPI, summaries, analysis tables, best value shortlists, review flags, and chart-ready structures. This is the part that normally takes a human analyst real time: cleaning columns, checking missing values, building summary tables, and deciding which metrics matter. Now the Dell audit becomes much more useful. Instead of raw product rows, we get a dashboard, summary, risks, and recommendations. This is the difference between having data and having a decision view. Here, Claude prepared the Executive Summary tab. This is the management layer of the workbook. Instead of forcing the viewer to read every row, it separates the analysis into 5 clear sections: Executive Summary, Key Findings, Best Opportunities, Risks, and Final Recommendation. This is where the raw Dell product data becomes a decision brief. We can see which product lines look strong, which SKUs need manual review, and where the buying decision should focus. The second workflow is different. This time we are not auditing products, we are analyzing B2B vendors from Clutch. Clutch is a B2B marketplace where companies compare service providers. Instead of manually checking each listing, Claude extracts the visible vendor data: company name, rating, reviews, location, hourly rate, project size, and service focus. Again, the rule is the same: only visible data, no guessing. The extracted Clutch data goes into Excel. Now we have a vendor research data set. This is the kind of work sales teams, procurement teams, and business development people often do manually: find providers, compare reviews, check locations, estimate cost level, and build a short list. Claude in Excel now turns that raw vendor list into something useful. It creates clean vendor data, KPI summaries, analysis tables, and dashboard sections. The key question is not which vendor looks nice. The question is which vendors are strong enough to review first. Here we see the dashboard logic: provider count, average rating, total reviews, strong candidates, review flags, and location breakdown. This is where manual research starts becoming a decision system. A good AI workflow should not pretend everything is certain. Some rows need manual review. Some values can be missing, weak, or unclear. That is why the workbook separates stronger candidates from vendors that need verification. The shortlist is the important business output. It does not say, this is the best vendor in the world. It says, based on visible clutch data, these are the providers worth checking first. That is a safer and more useful conclusion. Now the clutch analysis becomes visual. We can see rating strength, review volume, locations, decision signals, and manual review queues. This is the practical value. Hours of manual vendor research become a structured shortlist dashboard. Now the clutch list becomes a real vendor shortlist dashboard. The KPI row shows how many providers were analyzed, the average rating, total reviews, locations, strong candidates, and review flags. Then Excel turns the list into geography, rating, and decision signal views. Instead of scrolling provider profiles, we can immediately see who deserves the first manual review. The final executive summary gives the decision layer, what looks promising, what needs checking, and what the next step should be. AI does not replace judgment here. It speeds up the preparation work before judgment. If you want more practical AI workflow tests like this, leave a comment. If you want the Excel and PowerPoint files from this video, comment below and hit the like button. Subscribe for more AI tools, data workflows, and automation tests.